Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do another my collection video. This category is my highlighters. So any of my single or my palette highlighters I'm gonna show you today. Um, I don't know what else to say. I have nearly not as many highlighters as some big YouTubers, so I don't feel as bad. But these are just a lot of highlighters in general for me in particular. Okay, sorry, I forgot one highlighter. I had to go grab it, so that's what I went to go do. Okay, I'm going to start off first with my paletted highlighters, and then we will talk about my singles. I have I have 6 palette highlighters, and technically these 6 could probably last me an entire lifetime. But you know, in our world of beauty and everything skincare and makeup and all that, it's just never enough. Never enough. I will say I did declutter last year some highlighters, so I did make some sort of progress. My collection is a little smaller this year, but there's still too many for me. So I'm going to show you my palettes that I have first. This one is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen collection. This came with a rose gold Becca highlighter, and then a new shade called Beach Nectar, and then it came with a blush and a small bronzer. I considered it a highlighting palette because the majority of product that is taken over this palette is highlighter. You got 2 full-size highlighters there. So that's rose gold, which I already own in a single. And then Beach Nectar is right there. And literally I bought this palette for Beach Nectar because I didn't have this and I wanted to have this one in my collection. It's a very, very pretty peachy shade. Like, I can't even describe to you. Can you see that? It's got a peachy undertone. I'll swatch rose gold for you next to it. So rose gold is a little more on the rosy side. This is more of like a peachy, apricot-y undertone. On my dark skin, they look really nice. I really do like them. The blush and the bronzer are nice as well. I just don't use them as often, and they are smaller pans, so I'm definitely going to go through them a lot faster, considering the bronzer is quite small. Anyways, love this palette. The formulations are really nice. I've never had an issue with the Becca highlighters before, and I do have a few of their single ones. They are quite expensive for each highlighter. I think it's close to 50 bucks, like 40 and change. But I round up to $50 because when you add, our taxes in, here in Ontario, we pay 13% tax. So, with that, it's close to 50. Anyways, so I do like this. It is limited edition. I don't think you can get this anymore. However, if you are looking for the rose gold, the rose gold does come separately sold. So that's the rose gold there, and you'll see it as a single in my collection. So I do like this one. I don't think I'll be decluttering this one because it definitely is a beautiful, beautiful palette that I like to use. The next one I have is the Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette. So this one I picked up when it first came out. This one is in the darker toned version. There's two versions. There is a lighter skin tone and a darker tone. This one is the darker tone. So you have you've mainly 2 highlighters, a cream base, and then a blush. They're nice. The cream here, I'm gonna show you what the cream blush looks like, or the cream base looks like. So it's a cream base that you put on your cheeks, and it's very, very subtle. So if you want to just use that, you can, but you can use this as a base and then put your powdered product on top of it, which you can definitely do. The cream base is actually really nice for like your natural days. If you're not wearing any makeup and you want to use like a bit of a subtle highlighter, this is actually really nice to use on those subtle days. So you have 2 highlighters, the Seychelles and Tahiti, and then the Zanzibar blush. So I'm just going to quickly swatch those for you. So here is Seychelles. That's Seychelles. Tahiti is more of a darker tone, which I do like when I'm tanned. That is Tahiti, so it's more of a deeper tone. And then Zanzibar is more of a blush topper, That is right there. You can use on the top of your cheeks if you really want to. I have used this palette from time to time. I really do enjoy it because you can get your not so bang highlighter, but then you can also amp it up with these if you really want to, or use those, you know, deeper, like more shinier ones on their own. It's totally up to you. You have to be used to the formulation. This formulation is a little bit different, only because I find that they're not powdery by any means. They're very kind of like a gel, bouncy type of formula. So a regular brush, like a synthetic hairbrush, is not going to really, you know, do it with this. I have tried it with brushes. I don't really like it all that much with a brush. I like to use my fingers with this palette just because it gives you the most color payoff. And personally for me, you can control with your finger how much product you want to, you know, add or not add. It's up to you. So I do like this for a more controlled highlighting look. You can amp it down, you can amp it up. It's totally up to you. You have the the cream base as an option if you are into that stuff. So I do like it. For the price, it's all right, but I would not purchase this again if I had the option. I feel like, you know, I was good with one of these, and I don't need to purchase any more from her when it comes to highlighters. This is, you know, enough. And this can last you, I think, product-wise. Let me see what it says here. So melted cream the melted cream base is 0.26 ounces, and the powders are 0.28 ounces each. So that's not a lot of product at all. The Becca one, let me see here. Does it even say? Yeah, the Becca one, it's a total net weight of 0.53 ounces. So divided by 4, let's see here. 0.53 divided by 4. You get even less product with this one because it's 0.13 ounce of product. A grand total of 15 grams in this, but you get more product in this one. So, I mean, you know, this one is no longer available. I think you can still get Huda Beauty's highlighter palettes. There's a big controversy going around with Huda right now and all that kind of stuff, but I just don't pay attention to it because if I like a product, I'm going to get it for, you know, the reason that I like the product. Or, you know, my only major concerns are if the company is, what's the word? Sabotaging the product with ingredients that should not be in makeup products that make humans sick, then that's different. But, you know, for the drama that's going around with her right now, it's just gibberish. So, I like both palettes. They're great. The next 4 palettes are all Anastasia palettes. I know, this is crazy. I actually had 5 and I gave one away in my giveaway last year. It was the Anastasia Glow Kit there was the holiday one. It was all like a gold bronzy holiday one. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, so I have 3 here. The first one I'm going to show you is limited edition, the Nicole Guerrero palette, which everybody and their mother loved. These are beautiful shades. I really do like them. You can use a powdered brush with this. Easy to apply. Here's Kitty Cat. Here, I'm going to swatch this one. So here's Kitty Cat. Here is Forever Young. They're really pigmented. Like, these are bang highlighters. Here is Daydream. And keep in mind, like, I'm at my darkest right now because I came back from Mexico and I've been keeping my tan up. Here is Forever Lit. I have 2 more to go. Sorry, guys. Trying to get my fingers. Here's Glow Getter. And then 143. So I've always loved Anastasia highlighters, as you can see. They are bam in your face. You can definitely use a light hand with them, and, you know, they will work. The ones in the Becca set are a little more of a undertone, where these are like blinding, way blinding. Personally, it all depends on the look you want to do. I know that sounds really like weird, but it's true. It all depends on the look you want to do. I have to get my arm ready for the next Swatch Fest, so anyways. So yeah, I do love Anastasia highlighters. That's why I have 4 of them. You can just get anything out of here, and the amount of product you get is quite generous. Oh, let me see where each pan shows. Okay, so each pan is 0.16 ounces, which is a lot more than the Becca palette, but Huda's I think won that round because hers are a lot more. Where did I see it before, you guys? Sorry. I know it's here somewhere. 0.28 ounces. 3 at 0.28. So this has got the most product. This one doesn't. This is 0.16 ounces per pan. And so that's definitely less product per pan. I'm talking about per pan, not all together in the palette. But realistically, you're not going to go through an entire palette. You know what I mean? Like here is the glow kit, the sugar glow kit. It has marshmallow, gumdrop, butterscotch, and stardust. Man, these are so nice. There's marshmallow. Gumdrop has like a purpley shift to it. Butterscotch is like my favorite, I think, out of this one. And then stardust is like a sweet, light baby pink, but looks white on the skin. That's what the sugar one looks like. Again, on my skin tone, when I'm a little bit paler, these work really well with my skin tone. They're very pigmented, can't complain. I think these 4-pan palettes are actually way more product. Yes, so each pan is 0.26. And so the Nicole Glow Kit was 0.16. These ones are 0.26 each pan, which is a total of 7.4 grams for the entire palette, which is really good. I like the Anastasia ones because they're like the 4-pan ones are you get your bang for your buck. They're like $50 a palette, and that is just fantastic. Here's that glow from Anastasia. This is one of my that glow and the sun dipped are my top favorites. So I'm going to show you. There is Sunburst, Golden Bronze, Bubbly, and Dripping in Gold. Sunburst. That's Sunburst. Golden Bronze, which is... These are really good. This one, see, I'm so dark, you guys. Golden Bronze, it camouflages with my skin tone. That is freaking awesome. Bubbly is right there. And then Dripping in Gold, when I'm tanned, this is one of my favorite ones to wear, Dripping in Gold. So when I'm like dark, like I am right now, this one is one of my favorites to use, That Glow kit. And they have the same amount of product, 0.26 ounces each pan, which is a total of 7.4 grams. So this is another good one. Then I have finally my last kit, which is the Sun Dipped one, and the Sun Dipped one is another one that I really do love for when I'm dark, and this one is Bronze, Summer, Tourmaline, and Moonstone. They do have one for lighter skin tones. It's in a pink package for the 4-pan. I just don't have it because I'm not fair-skinned, okay? So here is Bronzed. See, Bronzed is just really, like, I'm dark, so it looks, camouflages with my skin. Here's Summer. Here's Tourmaline. I like Tourmaline. Tourmaline is different. And then Moonstone. These are really pretty. And again, they work well with my dark skin when I'm tanned. I feel like the comparison to these 4 pans to the Nicole Guerrero is that the 4 pans are more of an everyday wearable highlighter, whereas the Nicole Guerrero, you can get some everyday wearable out of these, but these are very blinding. So, you know, you have to kind of pick and choose where you want to go blinding when it comes to highlighter. And, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to learn not to put highlighter everywhere on my face because it accentuates definite fine lines and texture that you would not believe. But anyways, those are the collection of my highlighter palettes. So I did have more before. I gave them away because I just couldn't, I would never use them. To me, this is a good enough collection for highlighting palettes, and I feel like I'm comfortable with this. I will not be purchasing any highlighting palettes in the near future because I like my collection as it is right now. So with that said, I'm going to dive into my singles, and I'm going to start off with my Becca ones first because you guys, I told you guys that I had a few of them, so I'm going to go through them. Okay, so the first one I have here is Rose Gold, which is the one that I was telling you that was in the Chrissy Teigen palette. This one is just divine. Like, you guys, I like wearing this because it's a highlighter that is just not super bang in your face. It's wearable every day, and it's so pretty that you can, you know, amp it up, you can amp it down, you can use it as an eyeshadow, like you can do anything with this. So the Rose Gold Becca is like one of my favorites of all time. Let me see if I can move everything down. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is Champagne Pop. This is when, this came out when Jaclyn Hill released it with Becca, and keep in mind these single pans are 0.28 ounces, so it's 8 grams of product, which is fantastic. Like, the palettes are each 7.5 grams of product, so times 4, do the math, that's like freaking amazing. So let's see if I can, I think they still have Champagne Pop, but I don't think it's under Jaclyn's name anymore. They labeled it as Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop is right here. It's very bang in your face, but I like using this from time to time. It's so pretty, even as an eyeshadow. It's just a champagne-y undertone, which I really do love for my skin tone in particular. The next one I have here is Opal, and Opal is a cult classic in this world of beauty, and the formulation is always all the same for me when I swatch these. I never ever feel that it varies in difference. This one's more paler, so I mean, you can definitely blend these out if you wanted to, and that's really what you should be doing on your face, is blending them out. But as an eyeshadow, these are like freaking amazing. So there's Opal, and then I have Moonstone. Moonstone is a more yellowy highlighter. There's a Moonstone right here. Very soft, very buttery. Like, I would not travel with these on a plane because they will shatter. And then Prosecco Pop is the other Jaclyn Hill highlighter that she came out with Becca. This one is more of a gold. I find this one has a little bit of a slight formulation difference. Let's see if I can swatch this. But it's definitely beautiful. So that's Prosecco Pop. Moonstone, Opal, Champagne Pop, Rose Gold. So there is Prosecco Pop. And finally, I have one little baby one. This is the Light Chaser highlighter for face and eye in Champagne Dream that flashes Bellini. So this is a smaller pan, 0.23 grams of product, and it's supposed to have a champagne, there's a bit of a shift to it. The shift looks like it's a pink undertone. So pretty. So pretty. I don't use this as often, so I may consider giving this to my sister-in-law because I feel like she can definitely pull this off. She is dark all year round because her skin is naturally dark all year round. I feel like she can definitely use this. So I think I may give this one to her right here because this is really, really pretty. I just don't use all of them. That's the thing. Like, when you're not using them a lot, then it's harder for you to use that product, and I don't want them to go bad. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my MAC collection of highlighters. So everybody and their mother owns Soft and Gentle. This is OG packaging right here. It's a baked highlighter. So Soft and Gentle is one of those standard, you know, white highlighters that you have to be careful using because you could go too white. On my face, it doesn't look too bad because I don't use a heavy hand. So in that case, it's like, you know, it's alright, but you have to be careful, especially with darker skin tones, that it doesn't look too ashy when you apply it. So that is Soft and Gentle. Then I have the Double Definition Extra Dimension Skin Finish. So it's got like a 2-in-1 type of deal. So you have like a darker tone here, which is, it's very like, it's kind of like a bronzer. But it's like a highlight but dark. Can you guys even see it? It on my skin tone right now, it actually blends in really, really well. So it's not, you can't even tell that it's there. Do you see that? And then the highlighting part here is what I like to use. Like, I like to use them both together, but that's what they look like separated. There's like that dark phase and then there's the bright one. So mixed, they look really pretty. Let's see if I can mix this. See, when you mix it, it turns into that. It's like a very nice sheen. I like using this on a daily basis because you get that beautiful sheeny look that's not overpowering at all for day-to-day makeup. So yeah, so pretty. Then I have a Global Glow Mineral Skin Finish. This is in Global Glow. I call this the JLo bronzer because even though it's a highlighter, it is so pretty. Can you even see it? It's so pretty when you're tanned. This is when you're tanned, you use this. It's not as bang in your face, which I like because when you're tan, sometimes you don't want to look too ashy with a white highlighter. So Global Glow, I really do love from MAC. This is in the new packaging because I picked it up. I had lost my first one, I think, and I picked it up again. And then finally, I have Oh Darling highlighter because this came out. And I was like, OMG, I need to get this because everybody and their mother was going crazy for it in the holiday season. It's just a bronzy, a golden highlighter from MAC, which is right up my alley. So that is my MAC collection there. Again, depends on the look you're doing to get the color. And, you know, because I'm really dark right now, some of these highlighters don't justify on my dark skin. But when I'm pale, they look amazing. Let me just say, I'm not going to be dark all year round. Let's be real. Let's be real. My tan will fade eventually. So I'm going to move on. So I have some onesie twosies from different companies I'm going to show you guys. I have two from Kylie Cosmetics. One's loose and one is like a pressed powder. This one is Kylie Jenner's illuminating powder in salted caramel. This one is like butter, and it's freaking bang in your face. Comes with a mirror, so I like that. I like the formulation to this. It's very smooth. And then I have her, what is this called? I don't know. It's just one of her loose powders in Santorini. Oh yeah. I left the, I don't even know if I can get it. Do you guys believe this? I left the, damn. The film on it, I think, too long, and now it's stuck. Let's see if I can get some out. Wow. Yeah, Santorini is like, ooh. This is great for the lid, actually. I wouldn't wear this too much on like the cheeks. I would wear this more on the eyelids as a bang in your face. Wow. That looks fantastic. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm getting ideas on how I'm going to wear it. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a look with this. A look on the eyes, that is. And the loose powder is not a great idea to travel with. Just saying. I wouldn't travel with that by any means because it's loose. You never know when you open it up. It's going to be a disaster. Not a good idea. Okay, so then I have one single Anastasia highlighter. This is in the Amazing highlighter, and it is in Amazing's shade that she made. So beautiful. One of my favorites to use on an everyday basis because it's like bam in your face, but it's not over bam in your face. And I feel like it's nice to travel with because it is more of a pressed powder. So this is a beautiful highlighter if you guys can get a hold of it. The next one I have is by Fenty Beauty. This is the Me Money and Hustler Baby Killawatt highlighter. So it comes with two. You got a more subtle one on the side here. So this is more subtle every day. See that? And then you have the Bam in your face one. So you have the subtle every day, Bam in your face at night. This is great to travel with, actually, because you have the best of both worlds, and it's a smaller pan. I would definitely in the future travel with this one because you get, you know, an option of both kind of looks. I have a Bobbi Brown highlighter. This is in Bronze Glow, and it's, God, I have used this to death. Bronze Glow is so pretty. It's right here. It's actually really nice on the tan skin like mine right now. So I really do like Bronze Glow. This is beaten up. Like, look at this. I've really beaten this up. This has been used and loved. I love Bobbi Brown's highlighters. They're actually really great. I have an Estee Lauder one, which everybody and their mother went crazy for. This is the Heat Wave. Everybody and their mother went crazy for Heat Wave when it came out. Then they brought it back. Let me see if I can swatch this puppy. I haven't used it in a while, but let me see if I can do live action. This is why people went nuts for it. Look, it's like liquid gold. Liquid gold. Beautiful. Keep in mind, highlighters can be multi-use. You can put them on your cheekbones, bridge of your nose, the top of your lip, above your eyebrow, underneath your eyebrow. You can even use it as an eyelid eyeshadow. So you can definitely use this in more than one place in general for highlighters. Then I have an Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. This one has also been abused quite a bit. It is a softer powder, so it's definitely, you got to be careful with this because it's definitely softer, and I wouldn't travel with it because it's definitely going to break. So it's kind of similar to Heat Wave, but a little bit paler than that. But the formulation is very, very soft. So, yeah, I don't wear this one every day, and I like to use it as a lid topper. Then everybody and their mother loved Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Who didn't like Gilded Honey? You know how long it took me to get this? Gilded Honey is a fantastic gold highlighter for deeper skin tones. I mean, lighter girls can wear this too, and guys, but it looks really nice when you have a tan. I use this again on the eyelids too because it's just so pretty. So Gilded Honey is a ride or die. And then I have one more powder, Pro Light Fusion by Makeup Forever. This is in number 2. And let's see if I can open this up. Apparently I can't open anything up. Here we go. It kind of reminds me of Heat Wave by Estee Lauder, but it's not. It's actually, I think, more golden. Yeah. It's not as Bam in your face, definitely. I like this powder. I like this formulation because it's more hard pressed, so you can definitely travel with this one too. It's not as soft. Like it's still soft in a way of when you apply it, it picks up on the brush, but it's not too soft where when you stick your brush in, it just powder everywhere type of thing. The Ofra one does that. When you stick your brush into the Ofra one, there's like powder everywhere because it's really, really, really soft. But this one doesn't do that, so I like that as well, especially for when you're traveling, because then it holds up and it doesn't break as easily. And then I have one more. It's a liquid. I have one liquid highlighter, and that is by Cover FX. This is a custom enhancer drop, and this is in the shade Rose Gold, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to show you what these custom enhancer drops look like, because you can put them on your body, you can put them on your face, you can put them anywhere. You can even put them on your eyelids if you really wanted to. I haven't done the eyelid one yet with this, but we'll see. So let's take this open, and I'm going to just put one drop. So see that one drop? Yes, that is correct. You are seeing a freaking outer space highlight. If you blend it in more, it actually becomes a little bit less silver and more glowy. See that? So very pretty. You can use these in any way. I think I want to use them as part of my body moisturizer to see if I can get any glow when I go for like a wedding or whatever. That's what I think I'm going to use this year, is this mixed in with some moisturizer to make my body glow a little bit, because this is just like, it's too much for my face, and I feel like on the body is probably best where this will work for me. But these are great if you're looking for a body glow. They're expensive, but I mean, I've had this now for about a year and a half. And they say that it's 12 months for expiration, but they don't smell or anything, so I'm going to keep mine still. When things start to go bad, you'll know, especially because they will have a scent to them that is not the normal. But yeah, so that was my collection of highlighters, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what highlighters you've seen in here that you like or that you have and you love. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.